feel like this has been a long time coming.
Yeah,
It's
like
Taylor Swift. It's been a long time coming, but no, it literally, we've been speaking about doing this for what, like 2 months now?
At
or maybe,
least.
yeah. It's been
Yeah.
something we wanted to do for ages, but it's just time. We have no time here, do we? Like,
Literally.
we're always busy. And it's like yesterday, we were supposed to come in and do social media content, and then we come in, that all went to shit, didn't it? Because plans just get in the way. We're working girls, you know.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We've managed to do a nice little setup now.
Yeah, and we're ready to go. So welcome to our podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Kia.
And we're going to be your hosts of Bridal's Behind the Veil podcast. Sounds so official and exciting. So yeah, I think the start of this podcast, we're just gonna kind of get to know each other. We've got a lovely little setup here. We've got our prosecco. We've got our tea. I'm joking. We actually don't have tea. It's actually empty. But we can have prosecco in there. And yeah, we're just going to get to know each other, and we're going to be answering all your questions, dilemmas. We've already had a couple of people write in. But just, yeah, we're here to be your agony aunts, I guess, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll probably start with a little bit about us, I guess. Do you want to go first?
Yes. I don't know what to say. So, I'm Kia. I am the social media assistant at Bridal. Yeah.
Where are you from, Kia? Tell us where you're from.
Where am I from? So, I'm from the valleys, if you can tell by my accent. I hope people can understand me, because sometimes people are like, I can't understand my accent.
Yeah, because Kia also does other content creation, and you always get comments saying that they can't understand you, don't they?
Yeah.
Like saying, what's the one word that you say? And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
What are you trying to say though? Here. Oh, ear.
Yeah.
Here, ear.
And the you.
And the year.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me to try and distinguish it, because I'm literally saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone can understand me. I'll try and speak well.
But also, most of our listeners are probably from Wales anyway.
Yeah, that's very true.
You're the native tongue.
Yes. Bridal.
Diolch, everybody.
Shmai Cwrdwi.
Yeah, and I'm not Welsh, as you can probably tell. Mind you though, I do feel like I have picked up an accent. Like, I have lived here now for 8 years, so I think sometimes I do come out with a bit of a Welsh accent, and people will be like, oh, okay.
It's the odd word, I'm like,
yeah,
alright.
Nessa. Yeah, no, it does come out of me sometimes, but yeah. And yeah, I guess, I'm Katie. And I am a bridal stylist here. I also do the email newsletter as well, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, that's me you're speaking to. And
you're my model.
Oh yeah, and I do a lot of modelling for Kia as well, obviously here. And yeah, this is kind of like our job. I just can't believe that like we get to sit here and we get to do this like on a daily basis. Like, it's so fun, isn't it? Like,
it's literally the best job ever.
Yeah, and like I think even like people, obviously on social media, you only tend to see like the best bits, don't you? But even like our everyday tasks here are like, they're just so much fun, like all the time. Like, obviously get to serve brides, even like doing things like deliveries. Like, we were so excited yesterday when new dresses arrived in, and like the girls get to go and buy new stock. We get to go on social trips as well. Like, we got to go to Paris this year. Like, I'm sorry, but this is just like living out childhood dreams, like trying on dresses and going on trips, and also working with like lush people as well. So yeah, this is what we do day in and day out, and now we get to say that we're podcast hosts, which I think is like, it's quite cool in a way. Like, it's quite cool to be able to say that. So yeah, so that's a little bit about us. But we actually knew each other before working here, didn't we?
Yeah. So Katie's actually a very smart blonde.
only sometimes. I feel like I don't have common sense though. Like,
yeah, we did just struggle to set up the camera.
and all that to do was turn the camera 90 degrees.
But it's fine.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why I'm here.
Yeah, she's there to support me. You've got the common sense. I lack common sense, but I've got like textbook brain, haven't I? Like
Yeah.
I'm textbook clever, I'm not common sense clever.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I do have the odd blonde moment though,
Yeah.
quite often, yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, but it's fine, we can't all be perfect.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, true. What was,
Yeah.
oh yeah, so we knew each other.
We knew each
Yeah,
other.
we're
What
gonna
I was getting
go
at with that one, actually, instead of just roasting you, what I was actually going to say is Katie is doing a PhD. She's nearly a doctor.
I was going to be a doctor. I'll be like announcing the podcast like, it's Dr. Katie here on the sofa. No, yeah.
So like Kia.
Yes, it's Miss Kia and Dr. Katie here. No, I'm not a doctor yet, almost. This is another part of our life that we have. But yeah, so we knew each other because we met on a master's programme.
Mm-hmm.
We both studied social science research methods. I know what you're thinking. Disgusting. And indeed
Yes.
it was probably the most painful academic year ever, wasn't it? Like, it was
100%.
horrific. But we got through it with McDonald's and breakdowns, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sums us up still, to be honest. Nothing's
Yeah,
changed.
Nothing's changed, yeah. It's funny that.
At least you're having fun now.
Yeah,
well,
at
I
least
am.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am obviously having fun, but doing a PhD as well is quite tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't gather, I did not carry on with the PhD. I did get a master's.
Yes.
And I swiftly left.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, and I really don't blame you. But yeah, and then I still worked here during my masters, and then the 1 year the girls were doing some Halloween content and wanted a little makeup artist, and Kia is a little MUA on the side.
Yes. Love doing all the SFX, like
Yeah.
crazy makeup.
Yeah.
And
So I got
come
you in,
and did
didn't
it.
I? Yeah, and this was the start then of something special.
It was, but it wasn't until like a year, about a year later, or 6 months maybe, until I actually started working here.
Yeah.
And it was just on a bit of a whim, really. It was like
Yeah.
they were looking for somebody part-time to help out with the social media, and I was working like a part-time job. I was like, oh, I'll go have a little look before I like get a serious job. And here we are.
Here you are in your serious boss bitch job.
This is it now.
Yeah, this is as serious as it gets. Yeah.
It's funny though, because speaking of our degrees, I literally studied criminology,
Yeah.
and now I work in social media and bridal.
Yeah. But also you've always had your interest in social media.
Yeah.
So I feel like it does align, and like I think like things happen for a reason. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
it's all worked out for the best.
I can't imagine doing an office job now.
I know, like
Could you imagine me sat there, you know,
no. You'd
with the
get
police or something?
You'd get twitchy. You would. You'd be like,
I would.
I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
No, yeah, and also like in the police, yeah, you're not cut out. No, you're not cut out for it.
A couple of years ago, I probably would have said yeah, but now,
Yeah,
No.
yeah, no, it's not. But we do have a lot of girls here that do have side hustles, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
as in like the girls that work here. So like, obviously I'm doing my PhD, but I also lecture at the university. So I lecture fashion marketing, which is all relevant, so that's good. We've got Verity, she's an air hostess for Virgin, which I just think is like so chic. Like, do you know what I mean? I just think it's weird that like one day she's here, the next day she's flying to Miami, doing her
Literally.
thing, then she's back, then she's off to New York. Like, I just think it's wicked, isn't it? Like,
So cool.
it's so cool. And then we've got Georgie, she's a midwife.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite cute because the other day she had one of her brides that bought her dress with her. She delivered her baby.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I know. And she like messaged in the chat like saying that she'd had this like 360 experience. So I just
Aw.
think that's so lovely.
Very
Like,
nice.
yeah.
So nice.
So it is so nice because we all have different things. And who else? Like Tor used to work with us.
She had like 10 jobs.
She had 10 jobs, yeah. 10 job Tor.
Yeah.
But she was it's not a minister, what is it?
Minister.
No.
Administrator.
No, she did the
She used to sign off wedding.
registrar?
Yeah.
Not a minister. Good evening, minister.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was not a minister, a reverend.
Yeah.
Vicar.
Far from it, actually.
No, she was a registrar. So she might have then sold a dress here to one of the girls and then done their wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we literally, what else have we got? Has anyone else got any side hustles?
Yeah, so Anne Wynne, who's the social media
Oh my God,
manager,
yeah.
she makes hats and fascinators.
Yeah,
and if
she's
you've been into
milliner.
the shop, she's got all her designs out
Yeah.
and she is so
Oh,
good.
they're
at it.
amazing.
They're like cool as
Yeah.
well. Like
Yeah, they're
really
not your like granny fascinators, like,
Yeah.
and
They're very
they're
chic.
just, yeah, they're chic. Oh, they're lush. We wore them because we go to Ascot, don't we? Like a few of the girls go every year.
Yeah.
And I wore one this year, and honestly, the amount of compliments I had on it, everyone was just like, "Where did you get that from? That's so chic." I was in the New York Times
I'm
in
so
Anne's Fascinator. Like, I literally can't believe it still.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
such a cool outfit though.
Yeah, to be fair.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, and I just think like Anne's Fascinators, yeah, like she just hand makes them, like, yeah, so
She's so
talented. Mim cooks cookies.
Yeah.
Like she's a baker and she is a good baker.
It is insane.
Yeah.
She actually makes the cookies
At the outlet. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you've had an appointment at the outlet or are going to the outlet, then you will enjoy one of Mim's cookies because, yeah, they are there and, yeah, you're very lucky to get them for free.
I know.
Yeah, so we literally...
There's got to be more. Kel sews.
Oh, yeah, Kel's basically a seamstress, and
Yeah.
she, we've literally... I tell you what, this team...
We've got a good team.
What do they say? A dog of all trades.
A jack of all trades. A dog of all trades. I don't know many good like trading dogs. Maybe Vinny.
Vinny's my dog and he's like... Oh, he's just mental, isn't he?
He's the cutest little sausage dog ever.
He is cute, but he is feral. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives feral, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah, we're
maybe
not dogs of all trades, we're jacks of all trades. Yeah, get the
Yeah.
word right.
That's enough sayings.
We have so many quotes here, don't we? Like Laura May, where I just feel like we need a Bible or like a dictionary just to write down everything we say. It's so funny. But you'll get to know that as we go on. So
Yeah, that's for another episode.
Yeah. So the plan is when we do our podcast, we're going to have the start as like a bit of a juicy question, aren't we?
Mhm.
Which the juicy question will go out on our Instagram stories the day before probably.
Yeah.
And we want you to interact. We want you to say, you know, what you think, what the opinions are, and then we're going to discuss, aren't we? So
And everything will be anonymous, by the way.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Like anything
Yeah.
that is said, no worries.
Yeah.
It's just me
it's
and
just
you.
between us, and we don't even know who you are, so it's fine.
Exactly.
So the first question that we're going to cover is, how would you feel if someone proposed at your wedding?
Oh.
Now, I think this is a tricky one. So we actually asked all the girls that were in work today, and everybody said absolutely not. Like, would be livid, would be fuming if someone proposed at the wedding. The only person that said they would happily have someone propose at their wedding was Laura.
Yeah.
Which-
As in Laura
as
May,
in
Laura.
and May, as in Laura. So that just like baffles me.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I feel like you see quite a lot of these videos on social media.
Yeah.
And it seems like the bride is in on it. And I feel like if the bride is in on it, then fair enough, go ahead.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wouldn't want anyone proposing at my wedding. And equally, I wouldn't want to be proposed to at somebody else's wedding.
Yes, because there's like the other side of the coin as well. Like, how would you
Yeah.
feel if you were proposed to at someone else's wedding?
I wouldn't be pleased.
No, no. Oh my goodness me! Like the imagine like the dance floor is popping off. Maybe like what's like a classic "Come on, Eileen" is in the background, and then all of a sudden you turn around and your partner's on one knee. I would die a death.
I'd be like, get up.
Yeah, I'd be like, what are you doing? Get up now. Like, I couldn't imagine it. And like, I think as well, I would feel guilty thinking, does the bride know about this?
Yeah, agreed.
But also, do you find it a bit of an ick?
Yeah, I just think, like, it's not the time or place, is it? Like,
No, it's someone else's day.
If anyone else has done this. But yeah, it's somebody else's day. I feel like I would want that day to myself from both ends of it.
Yeah,
I just don't agree with it.
yeah.
But like Laura was saying, she was just
She
like,
said
I don't
she
get
don't
why you
care.
wouldn't, like, why would you not be happy for that person? And I get it.
Yeah.
That is one day in your whole
could
life.
you not do it on the next day?
Yeah.
Or like, at least make your own effort. Take them out for dinner. Like, I don't know, take them on a walk or something. Like, why do you want to do it at my wedding day?
Yeah.
Because I think then, for years to come then, you're going to be like, oh yeah, so-and-so got engaged at your wedding.
Yeah.
And also, what if that wedding, like that marriage didn't last?
That's so
Then
true.
it's like, oh yeah, awkward, I got engaged at your wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I would feel really awkward. Like,
Yeah.
there's gonna, like, everybody is just gonna associate your wedding then with that person's engagement.
That feels like unlucky if you got engaged at a
Yeah, maybe it's like
broken
an
marriage.
old wives' tale. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it'd be like, oh, you get 7 years bad luck if you get engaged at someone else's wedding.
Yeah.
Because they say like, oh, it's bad luck to wear white at someone else's wedding. What if you get bloody engaged at someone else's wedding?
Yeah.
You might.
I almost feel like that's worse.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
I think
I don't
it
know.
is. Because then once you're engaged, you're like, you are the bride.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, woo, wife to be. Like,
Yeah.
whereas now it's like, no, this is my wedding day. I'm the bride.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being like OTT about it but then also, no, it's my wedding
It's
day.
your day.
Yeah.
And you spend so much like time and money
Yeah.
like, planning and getting everything ready for the wedding. That,
Yeah.
I don't know, any little thing. Because I was at a wedding before and they announced, well, they didn't, somebody on another table announced that they were pregnant just as they were like cutting the cake.
No.
And I was like, that's not the time or place either, to be honest. 'Cause
No.
then everyone's fussing like, oh my god, congratulations.
Yeah,
And
I'd be like, sorry, I'm here to cut my Vicky sponge.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, everyone. It's like, never mind
watch
your
me a
baby.
second.
I'm about to cut the cake.
So,
Yeah, I would. Right, what if it was like your sister? Because I actually know of someone that I saw it on Facebook, and on the girl's wedding day, her brother proposed to his wife to be.
I think
How would you feel?
personally for me, the fists would be thrown. And she would know it. But I can also kind of understand,
Where people are coming from.
yeah, like it wouldn't be for me, definitely not.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's almost better for it to be a sister than it to be like a random person.
Yes.
And you
yeah.
would hope that
They were in
both
on it.
sisters would agree that that is what they would want.
Yes.
For like both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just a weird situation. Like,
Yeah.
I personally think it's a no. Only
Me too.
because if I was the bride and if I was the person being proposed to, both sides I would want to cry and die. Like, I
Yeah.
would literally be like, if I'm the bride, I'm livid, it's my day, I am the queen. But also, if I'm that person being proposed to, I would literally feel like, oh my god, what are you doing? Get up. This is not your day to be proposing to me.
Yeah. I think I'd be panicking.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
I am
out of-
anyway.
Yeah, like out of that you're going to offend someone or
Innit?
yeah, I just
think it's wrong unless you really, really know that that's going to go down well, and how can you be that sure that it is going to go down well?
Yeah, and also I would just be like if it was my boyfriend, I'd be like, mate, like why did you have to do it at someone else's wedding? Like I would rather be proposed to on the top of bloody Pen y Fan in the rain. Do you know what I mean?
Gotta get there first.
True, not a keen walker. But do you know what I mean? I would rather like, I don't know, I just think like put in your own effort.
Yeah.
Like don't rain on my parade.
Agreed.
You know, and steal my thunder.
Yeah. Let me have my moment.
Yeah, it's only one day. Try and do it on a different day. Hello. Look at us.
Back. Oh my
And
god.
yeah, we've got dresses on. Very comfortable.
The biggest dresses we could have picked.
Yeah, but you know, go big or go home. That's
Yes.
that's the saying. Yeah.
Yeah, we love a
So
saying.
why don't we crack open the prosecco?
Yes.
The prosecco. I love calling it prosecco. Like it's my new thing now.
Little Laura makeup as well.
Yeah.
For
Oh yeah, it's got to
prosecco.
be branded. Absolutely.
I actually don't really like prosecco.
Oh my god,
now.
this is like ASMR. Like you know, you can hear the pouring.
Yeah, if you listen to that as well.
Ooh. It's like we should do like ASMR, like what should we
When
say?
people are like,
Yeah,
like a little rat. You need to get a frog sound.
yeah.
That was another episode as
Yeah,
well.
that's something coming. We've got a whole episode about rats and frogs. Anyway, cheers. This is 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Got a full day of appointments ahead.
Woo!
Cheers to that.
Oh my god, that went lovely after my little cinnamon swirl for brekkie.
Mm. Yeah. I just am not a fan of prosecco. I'm a nasty kind of gal.
Do you know what? My mum literally loves a nasty.
I love it.
Like, yeah, she literally. That's my mum doesn't drink, but she loves a nasty.
I mean, it's a Christmas Day special.
It
nasty,
is,
isn't it?
yeah, it is lovely, and I feel like it's like what my mum would drink when she was younger. She'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll have a nasty or I'll have a snowball. Like, do you
Yes.
remember those? Yeah.
Baby sham.
Yeah.
Just have like a little glass.
And
I
do you
don't
remember?
condone underage drinking, but
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
it is
so
what it is.
this section is a little bit more light-hearted. This is going to be our Mythbuster section, isn't it? And we're going to bust myths about wedding dresses, us as a shop, just like anything really, like anything that people have like misconceptions of before they go wedding dress shopping.
Yeah.
And one that we get all the time is that, do you know what I just thought? We need a jingle for this section, and it needs to be basically Ghostbusters, doesn't it? Like,
Give it your best.
Mythbusters. I will never do that again. I'm so sorry.
We'll see about that.
I don't know, I just need to keep drinking and then I'll be like
Yeah.
jerking on the table.
We should have started
Mythbusters.
drinking sooner.
Yeah,
we
we should have, yeah.
Then we'll give it our all
Yeah.
next week.
We will. We'll get the whole shop chanting on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to basically get rid of this misconception. And the first one is that our dresses are too expensive to buy. Now, obviously, like, wedding dresses are more expensive than your classic dress that you're going to buy for maybe as a wedding guest or whatever. But a lot of people think that we are really, really expensive, don't they? We had someone come in the other day and say that they wasn't going to buy. They weren't going to buy with us because we were out of their budget. But then when we asked them, you know, what is your price range? They said, oh, it was £2,000 to £3,000. And we were like, what? Like,
That's a good budget,
that's a really good budget. So we
Yeah.
were like, oh my God, like, don't be silly. Like, most of our dresses sit within that range, really, don't they? Like,
We have got some like big showstoppers that are more than
Yeah.
that, but I feel like we're really good at catering for
yeah, for a lot of like
yeah.
a lot of like the wider budgets, I guess, or price ranges. So yeah, so we always think like, especially when we're going shopping as well, like our dresses start from like 1,100 and they obviously go up. But I think a lot of people think that we start at like £3,000. I'm not really sure why they think that, but we don't.
No.
Yeah, we are like, obviously I'm saying, oh, we're affordable, but obviously, you know, £1,000 is a lot of money still.
Yeah.
But like in terms of bridal, a lot of
for
people,
a new dress, that's really good.
yeah, and like
That's
a lot
really
of people do think that we are like starting at £2,000-3,000. We're not. Like we can cater for like those budgets that are below 2,000.
Yeah.
We
We have an outlet as well.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we have an outlet in Cathays, and at the minute, well actually till the end of the year, all the dresses there are £499.
Yeah.
Which, like some of the dresses there, like
Oh my goodness, yeah.
that is it's daylight robbery.
No, it actually is. There's a dress up there that I have literally had my eye on, and I absolutely love it. I'm just thinking, like, is it acceptable to buy it for like my 30th? Or like a party? And like for me, I'm like looking at it and I'm like, £499, that's a bargain.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't I buy it? It's like,
Treat yourself, girl.
yeah. Do you know what? I might wear it on the next episode of the podcast, and then you'll be like, she's bought it.
She went ahead.
But I literally said it to like my boyfriend the other week. I was like, do you think I could wear a wedding dress to a PhD party?
I think so. I mean, the party you've got planning is, I
Yeah.
would say yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, why not? But I don't know. I just think, yeah, we do cater for a lot of different budgets, and a lot of people don't realise that we do have that price range.
Yeah, I think it's hard because we are, like, our aim is to be like luxury and to look luxury and have that effect, but you can still have like reasonably priced dresses within that bracket. So sometimes I think maybe we come across that we're this really luxury boutique, which we are,
Yeah.
but I feel like luxury and budget can go hand in hand as well.
Yeah, and like it does here. I think like that's
100%.
yeah, and like as well, a lot of people think like, oh, just because I'm gonna buy like a less expensive dress doesn't mean that you're gonna get the experience, but you get the same experience. Like nothing's gonna change, and it's so funny. Like we'll try on dresses with brides, not us personally trying them on, but like you know we'll get our brides into dresses, and they'll say like, oh, how much is this one? And we'll be like, oh, you know, that one's 1,300. And literally everyone will be like, oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be like £2,500 or something.
Yeah.
But you just can't tell, like, I think like with designers, you can't really tell or always gauge a price of what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, unless
we
you
can
know.
only tell
Yeah.
because we work in it.
Yeah, and unless
we'd be
you
like,
know the designers, like by name and kind of price range.
Of course.
But honestly, like, you wouldn't even know. And like, even if you bought your dress from the outlet, again, like, you wouldn't know.
You don't have to tell anyone you bought it from the outlet.
And
Like-
there's nothing bad, like,
No.
about having a dress that's cheaper. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, like, I want to go for a more expensive dress, blah, 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 which is fine, like, that's great. But also, like, you get the same experience, and also, if you're saving money, like, why not? Like, that's then money that you can spend elsewhere on, like, I don't know, your veil or your shoes, or maybe you want to go for like a more extravagant veil, like the hand-painted veils.
Yes, they're very nice.
Goodness. Yeah, I literally love the hand-painted veils. Like, and yes, they are more expensive than like your standard veil, but if you're saving on your dress, then you can put more towards then, like, you know, the hand-painted veil, or an accessory, or even like your shoes, you know, if you want to splash out on that. So it swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. It's so true though, like, I don't know, I think, because our most expensive dress at the minute is £12,500, which, that is, well...
That's a house deposit.
Yeah, we're all in agreement that that is a very expensive dress.
Yeah.
And I think when we tell people that we've got a dress that expensive, they just assume that
every dress is going to be like that. Yeah.
But that dress is like quite, like that one single dress is quite above all the others, I would say.
Yeah,
Like
and
the next
also,
ones are sort of like 8 and 9.
Yeah.
But there's there's not many dresses in that
price
range,
range,
I
yeah.
would say.
And there's always something that's like hiking that price up, like it being like hand painted or something, you know, like totally pearls all over, or you know, whatever it is. So yeah, I just feel like that is a good myth to bust, is that we do cater for lower budgets and lower price ranges, and you're still going to get a lush experience.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Okay, so our next section, we're going to talk about dilemmas. So dilemmas that brides or brides-to-be have sent in, or even not brides-to-be. You never know, we might get a message from a bridesmaid or a mother-in-law or a mum. I don't know, we could get...
To be fair, on the Instagram, we get quite a lot of messages from
Yeah.
people who are not
even
engaged. Anyone's welcome, by the way.
So yeah, literally don't have to be a bride to message in, but it's a dilemma session. We are your agony aunts. We're going to answer all your worries and queries. So, someone's written in and they've put, "Hi girls, I'm getting married in May 2025 and I've bought my dress. I absolutely loved it on the day that I bought it, and so did everyone else that came with me, except for my mother-in-law." Okay. We've seen it many times, haven't we?
We
We
have.
see this a lot. She said, blank. That's the husband. Well, that's not the husband's name, blank, but let's give him a name. Rick, okay. She said Rick would hate it. "I don't know what to do because I absolutely loved the dress when I bought it, but she's put doubts in my mind that Rick won't feel wowed by me when I walk down the aisle. Should I get a new dress or stick to the one that I originally bought?"
See, I think that's awful.
I know.
And we see it a lot.
Yeah.
And you've really got to like keep a straight face to a certain extent.
Yeah, it's really hard because like as like your stylist, we are like rooting for you, aren't we? And like
we're team bride.
yeah, and we also like we're team you. Like to me it doesn't matter. Like obviously to an extent it's nice to have people's opinions that you've invited along, but also like this is your wedding day, like this is your dress, you know, it's what you feel comfortable in, it's what you want to wear. And I just think like during our appointments we do get really close to like our brides, especially like when we're behind the curtain, like having little chats with you. And I just think it's so sad that someone out there hasn't got your best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously the mother-in-law here, maybe she does have your best interest at heart, but isn't echoing it in the right way. Yeah. And it's probably, she's not said obviously why. We don't know why she doesn't like the dress or Rick won't feel wowed, but I just don't like, I don't understand how you could turn around and say that to your daughter-in-law to be.
Yeah, especially because like surely Rick will be wowed whatever you wear.
Yeah.
And surely as well, like, you know yourself what your fiance would like to see you in to a certain extent, and it's your wedding as well.
I know,
It's a funny one.
Yeah, like I see it all the time where people will be like, "Oh, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing, like he's marrying me, he's not marrying my dress." Also though, you don't want to walk down in a shit dress.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you want to obviously impress Rick,
Yeah.
but does like that's going to be in the back of your mind surely when you're buying the dress anyway.
Yeah.
Like you're always going to be thinking like,
Because at the end of the day, it only really matters what you two think.
yeah.
It makes me think that when the mother-in-law's being like that, they know they're being spiteful, and I don't know, it just comes across like you know what buttons to push
Yes.
in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not doing that out of the goodness of your
Yeah,
heart.
and
You were
like-
just doing that to be annoying.
Spiteful, yeah. And because like if you didn't think someone's dress suited them, maybe you could say it in a more polite way, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? You'd be like, "Oh, have you tried this? What do you think about this shape? Oh, I think that shape like pulls you in more on the waist or gives you more lift on the boob," or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think like you should say it in such a nasty tone.
Yeah.
Like that is the one bit that's going to get to you on the wedding day, is thinking my fiance isn't going to feel wowed by me. And that is like the one thing you have in your mind is like, yeah, I want to be wowed, like, or I want to wow him or her when I'm walking down the aisle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that I would be focusing on when I'm in my dress, is like, what's he gonna think when he sees me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't like comments like that.
No.
And I feel like they're never delivered in a very nice way.
No, we hear it all. Like, we've heard some real nasty stuff, yeah. And like...
Be surprised, I think.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I first started doing this job, because for a long time I just did the socials, and it's only recently I've been doing like appointments.
Yeah.
And I've always heard everyone say like, oh my god, you never guess what happened. And I'm like, surely that's dramatic. But
but it
no,
does happen.
It happens, yeah.
One that I always think about, it always comes back to me, is I was serving a bride. She came out in the dress. She said to me in the fitting room, oh my goodness, I think this is the one. We came out, opened the curtains, and the mum literally looked her up and down and went, oh my god, you look horrific. And I just like that is a stab in the heart, isn't it? Like, the one that you think is the one, you're envisioning it on your wedding day, and then your bloody mother thinks that you look horrific. Like, choose some better words here, like...
Yeah, because I feel like I'm not very good at hiding my reaction.
No.
So there'd be cases where I'm literally, like, my face is saying what I can't say.
Yeah, and it's so hard because, like, obviously we're in customer service here, like, you know, we want you to have the best experience, but also, like, I just don't want you to not find your dress. And like the fact that she's turned around and said she looks horrific, I could just see her face and heart break literally within a split second.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right, back to the dilemma. Should she buy another dress or stick with the same one?
I think stick with the same one.
You
loved it for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone's opinions change that, especially if like the majority of the people you love and trust agreed that it was a lovely dress.
Yeah.
I think stick with it.
And also, I think some, like, you've got to think, like, where this opinion is coming from. It's coming from mother-in-law. Now, mother-in-law can sometimes be a bit protective, can't they? Like, over their sons. Like, they don't want to let them go.
That's true.
Like, they can be like, I don't know what the word is. Like, is it like, not mummy's boy, but like, they can be like quite...
It's like that saying, like, mums and their boys.
Yes.
You know, it's like that sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's like that, and I feel like maybe she's doing it because she literally is thinking, like, I've got to let my boy go, marry off some other woman. Like, she's not going to be there to, I don't know, rub cream on his back and like...
I did not know where that was going. Just like, hold on a minute now. Pause.
Rub cream on his back. What else would a mum do?
I don't know.
I've lost it. Make his cup of tea, make his dinner, tuck him into bed at night.
Seems more reason to tuck him in.
Yeah, you know, like those types of things. Yeah, so I feel like maybe it's coming of a place like she's got to let go of like her son, you know, she's not passing him on to you, but like it's almost like an official way, like traditionally, isn't it? It's like, there's my son, he's now with you, like you're the new main woman in his life.
Yeah.
So maybe she's feeling a little bit hurt by that.
Yeah.
Like she might feel a little bit like, oh God, this is a big moment, like my son's not going to be relying on me as much as he used to. You're now like his number one woman, which, may I add, you should always be his number one woman. But do you know what I mean? Like maybe she's coming from a place of like upset and hurt, and she's just not delivering it very well.
Yeah, I think that's the case, like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Really, is because I always feel like you know, is different for the bride and the bride's mother. Like, it is a bit of a different relationship, obviously. And especially if the mother-in-law hasn't got any daughters, maybe they just don't understand.
Yeah, like they've
it's
never
not an excuse
experienced
at all.
it before. Yeah, like don't know how to deliver criticism maybe well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, like maybe boy mums are like more like straight to it, like don't kind of cut around the shit a little bit, you know, like they just kind of straight in and say it how it is. But maybe, I don't know, maybe girl mums like understand it from like a different perspective from shopping with them, maybe for like their prom dresses or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
I think it's a different emotion that different people feel as well, isn't it?
It's strange. I think you should keep your dress. Like you, like Kia said, you fell in love with it for a reason, and everybody loved it. Just because one person doesn't love it and has said that Rick won't be wowed by it doesn't mean he's not going to be wowed. Like, and I think it goes back to like that saying of like, he is going to be wowed because he's marrying you, not the dress that you're in. And obviously you want to wow him, but like, you are going to wow him. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's you, not because of the dress.
Yeah.
And I do think at the end of the day, like, nobody's gonna love everyone's dresses.
No.
Like, I mean, that's near enough impossible that that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it. I think as long as you're happy and the people you care about most are happy and you know what Rick is like.
Yeah.
You know? And I think you wouldn't have picked a dress if you didn't think Rick was going to like it in the first place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like when you're buying your dress, you're always going to have like, what's Rick going to think in the back of my mind? Like, so naturally, you are going to think about him and how he's going to react. Like, that's such a normal like thought process when you're buying a dress. So I think stick with it. Yeah.
I agree.
I don't even think, like, don't even entertain going shopping for any more dresses. Like, what's the point? Like, you fell in love with that dress for a reason.
You don't want to confuse things either.
Yeah, like, ignore mother-in-law. You have fell in love with this dress for a reason. So stick with it. Stick with your guns and wear it proudly on the day and give her a big old V in her face. Maybe not, but do you know what I mean? You could just be like, yeah, this is me. This is what I love. And here I am.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
And worst comes to worst, buy a second dress.
Yeah, well, you could do that.
Just have two dresses. Okay. So that is all we've got time for today.
That's the end of our first little episode. The first one, I guess, was like very introductory.
Yeah, we just wanted to come on and say hi and introduce ourselves, get you familiar with like what we're gonna do.
Yeah. And we're going to be having guests as well. It's not just going to be us two sitting here. We're getting Amy in. Amy, you would have all seen on our Instagram. She is comedy gold. She is so funny. And when you would have heard her laugh on the Instagram, she's always in the background laughing. And Laura May, of course. We're going to get some designer reps on here. But if you guys like have anyone that you think we should get on, then pop us a message and we'll try, won't we? We'll try our very hardest. So
we always try our best to get people on.
Yeah, definitely. So it won't just be always just us two sat here. We will be getting new people on and send in your dilemmas. We love to hear them, don't we? Yes. And we're here to help. So send us your dilemmas to, is it socials at Laura May Bridal?
Yeah, socials at
lauramaybridal.co.uk.
And on our Instagram as well at Laura May Bridal. And follow us on there anyway for like all behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We do some really good content, if I do say so.
Girl! Just tooting my own horn over here.
Just saying. But as well, we'll be doing like polls and stuff about stuff we're going to talk about on the podcast. So if you want to get involved, Instagram is the place to be. Really,
yes,
I would
it
say.
is definitely. Yeah. And like TikTok, we always do like more silly content over on TikTok. Yes. So follow us on there. Cheeky little plug.
Yes.
But yeah, that is all we've got time for. So we will see you next week.
Yes.
See you soon. Bye.